Hello, this is the Posh Geordie and welcome to another video by me, obviously. Where I will be going over another informative topic, well at least I think it's informative. The class system. What a riveting topic. Jesus. The class system, well I'll be going, there's a class system in America too, but I'll be going over mainly the British class system, having taken notes, going over their average income, what they are, and how to define them, how to define the class system in the United Kingdom, according to Google, is the social structure of the United Kingdom. It's think of it as a pyramid with rich people at the top and poor people at the bottom. I don't approve of that. It's just the way it is. It's just the way the social class is. That's the best description of it I could find for the United Kingdom. And let's just get into the video. There's this quite funny video on the class system made by a comedy sketch. It's in black and white. It's about 50 years old, where there's a working class guy, a lower class guy, and lower class, middle class, and upper class, and we're all going, I look up to him, I want to be him, and it's supposed to be a comedy sketch. I look it up, but malfunction. So basically, the class system essentially originated in, as I previously mentioned in my PE teacher's video, a feudal system, which is introduced by the Normans, William the Conqueror, to basically divvy out land. Divvy? Is that even a word? Among his subjects, and lords, and reward people and stuff like that. The feudal system goes like this. The king has lots of land, so he gives it to his nobles. A noble being a baron, a duke, a lord, a friend, one of his friends. And the nobles give land to their knights. I think we all know what a knight is. And the knights give land to serfs, or villeins, or peasants, or commoners, who farm the fields. Serfs farm on the strip of land they've been given, and pay food and taxes to the knight, who give military service to nobles, who give and taxes to nobles, who give their knights, their soldiers, their armies, and money to the king. It's a very solid system which was thought up by William the Conqueror. So that's where the class system originated, but the class system kind of came. But there's always rich people and poor people in England, but you're either extremely rich or extremely poor. So the class system kind of added a bit of equality, no. And okay, I'll be going over the class system. I've been fiddling with this pen. If you're wondering what that clicking is, I've just broke it. Oh dear. Oh, that's a nice pen too. Anyway, I'll get into a class system. Number 1, the lower class, or as otherwise known, the underclass. The definition of the lower class in the UK is people who belong to a closest social class that has the lowest position in society and the least money. So these are people who live in extreme poverty. They're living on welfare, council estates, or they're just hardly getting by, and it's just. And the average income a year, I think, is £8,000, and that's minuscule. Seeing as you have to feed yourself, perhaps feed a family, so it's quite bad. This is why the class system can be seen as quite bad, because it's such inequality between the masses. And that's the lower class, £8,000 a year. That sounds like a lot of money, but on paper it's nothing. I'm trying to have this video drag on as long as possible, because if I get through all of the classes in 5 seconds, It's not going to be much of a video, so I'll just go through. The working class. This is the class above the... So I'm really trying to fix... God, I've made an awful video. I'm really trying to fix this pen. The working class are traditionally, these people would have... This is just how Google puts it. Traditionally, these people... Sorry, Wikipedia. Traditionally, these people would have worked as manual labourers. They typically have left school as soon as legally permissible... 16, and have not been able to take part in higher education, university, sixth form college. Many were going to work in semi-skilled and unskilled jobs. I'm not writing this. I know this makes people of the working class sound like really uneducated, but they're not. This is just a generalisation made by Wikipedia. May were going to work in semi-skilled and unskilled jobs on the assembly lines and machine shops of Britain. So basically, these are the workers, the people that go work cushy jobs in offices or stuff like that. These people who actually go out and build stuff. Their income averagely is $13,000 a year, and they normally have savings, but not very much. Like, not a lot of savings, but enough to perhaps get them by. Like, if they go into trouble, but they normally own their own property. This is going to be based on income averagely a year, savings, and I have a cold, and property owning. Working class jobs include working in car factories, steel mills, textile factories, and builders. And builders, like, yeah, working class. Sorry. I really want to fix this pen, I'm sorry. Middle class. This is the class. Now you have to remember, all these classes have about a few sections. Like, there's, say you're talking about middle class, which I'm a part of. I think, yeah, probably. There's lower middle class, upper middle class, middle class. And I'm probably lower middle class? Probably, yeah. Where, like, if you're upper middle class, you're quite rich, you're really rich. If you're middle class, you're in the middle. If you're lower middle class, you're not as rich, but still better off than working class or the underclass, as can be said for all the classes. So the lower class are probably really bad off, really poor, not even getting by, like, the kind of attempt. Middle class. The middle class in Britain often consists of people with tertiary jobs, with tertiary education have maybe been... I'm sorry, I'm finding some consistency in my notes. With tertiary jobs including tertiary jobs mean you provide a service, either your teacher or your nurse or your doctor, or any of those, any job that provides a service. That would be an interesting, well, I say interesting, it would be an informative, really boring video. The 4 types of jobs: there's primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, I think. Yeah. Their income is averagely $47,000 a year, and they averagely own a home of £177,000, and with high savings up to $26,000. Now, this probably doesn't pass for my family. It probably doesn't pass for most middle class families. This is just a generalisation according to a survey taken by Wikipedia. Now, you can trust Wikipedia, you can trust not. Finally, on to the next class, the upper class. Now, this has a very obscure definition of what makes the British upper class, but I had to fork out of Google. But the British upper class is statistically very small. See, the biggest class is probably the working class, then the lower class, then the middle class, then the upper class. The British upper class is statistically very small and consists of the peerage, gentry, and hereditary landowners. Now, the only one of those words I know is hereditary, meaning they've inherited land. So, for example, if you have hereditary green eyes, you've inherited green eyes. These people and are most likely oh, sorry, I've missed a bit about the middle class. And most middle class people are educated at either high-end skate schools or private schools. I'm sorry, let's go back to working class. And they're normally schooled at public schools. I might do a list on all the schools. There's comprehensive, there's public, there's state, there's private, there's comprehensive and state. So this is my problem. I make my videos where I have no script. I just talk to myself. They normally go to public schools or boarding schools or even Oxbridge. And the average income of elite households in 2011, according to Wikipedia, was $89,000 a year, and average house price was $325,000. So you can see whilst they're the upper class. Oh God. Well, once again, like my last video on PE teachers, which I'm very not proud of. I hate this video too. I'm not proud of it, and it was just awfully done. So, something to think about. Anyway, thank you for watching my horrifying video and on the class system. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm Posh Geordie.